Welcome to Wisdom Beyond Ages. Once upon a time, there was a boy who was immensely popular. Everyone wanted to be his friend. His mother, who possessed a wealth of life experience, observed him closely. She noticed that while he had many companions, few were true friends. Concerned, she decided to share her wisdom with him. One evening, she sat him down and spoke gently. "It's wonderful to have many people around you, but remember, true friends are rare gems. They stand by you during both laughter and tears." Her words resonated deeply with the boy. He realized the importance of genuine connections and began to cherish those who truly cared for him, understanding that quality always trumps quantity in friendships. The boy's mother worked as the school's cleaning lady, and because she had only one eye, he felt embarrassed to be seen with her. He avoided her during school hours, hoping his classmates wouldn't notice their connection. One day, however, she unexpectedly came to his classroom. Her presence made him anxious, fearing the ridicule of his peers. He felt a mix of shame and frustration, unable to understand her reasons for visiting. Later, he confronted her, expressing his anger and embarrassment. She listened patiently, her heart heavy with sadness. Despite his harsh words, she continued to care for him deeply, hoping one day he would see beyond her appearance and recognize her unconditional love and sacrifices for him. The boy's mother went to his class to inquire about his grades. When his classmates realized she was his mother, they erupted in laughter. Feeling humiliated, he wished he could disappear. The mocking stares and snickers of his peers only deepened his resentment and embarrassment. He couldn't understand why she had to come and expose their connection so publicly. That night, his frustration boiled over, and he confronted her with harsh words. She remained silent, absorbing his anger with a heavy heart. Her love for him never wavered, despite the pain his words caused. She hoped that one day he would understand her intentions and appreciate the sacrifices she made out of love, wanting only the best for his future. At 18, he moved out, driven by embarrassment over his mother's appearance and job. His feelings of shame had grown into resentment, leading him to distance himself from her. Determined to carve out a new life away from the shadow of his past, he sought independence and a fresh start. His mother's unwavering love and sacrifices had gone unnoticed, clouded by his desire to escape the stigma he associated with her. In his pursuit of self-discovery and acceptance, he embarked on a journey that he hoped would redefine his identity. Though his departure left a void, his mother held on to the hope that one day he would recognize the depth of her love and the intentions behind her actions. After getting married and starting a family, he cut all ties with his mother, never speaking to her again. Despite this, she longed to reconnect and decided to visit him one day. Upon her arrival, his children, unaware of her identity, were taken aback by the unexpected guest. Their innocent curiosity and surprise at meeting their grandmother for the first time created an awkward tension. His mother, hopeful yet anxious, stood at the threshold, wondering if this encounter would bridge the gap between her and her son. She yearned for the chance to reconnect, driven by a mother's unwavering love and the hope that her son would finally acknowledge her presence and the love she still held for him. As the children screamed for their father, mistaking their grandmother for a monster, he rushed out and shouted at her to leave. The unexpected confrontation startled everyone, leaving the air thick with tension. In the heat of the moment, his harsh words reflected years of unresolved feelings and misunderstandings. However, as the dust settled, guilt began to gnaw at him. He realized how his actions might have deepened the rift, and a sense of regret took hold. The image of his mother standing there, hopeful yet heartbroken, lingered in his mind. Determined to make amends, he contemplated reaching out to her, driven by a desire to heal old wounds and perhaps rediscover the familial bond they once shared. He intended to apologize, so he went to her house, but no one answered the door. The lawn was overgrown, a silent testament to her absence. Concerned, he asked the neighbors if they had seen her recently. They mentioned she had left a few weeks ago, but no one knew where she had gone. This news deepened his worry, and he felt a pang of regret for not reaching out sooner. Realizing the importance of family, he became determined to find her and express his remorse. He hoped it wasn't too late to mend their relationship. As he stood there, he vowed to make every effort to locate her, driven by the need to reconcile and restore what they had lost. He discovered the heartbreaking news from the neighbors: his mother had passed away. He was handed a note she had left behind. It began with a memory from when he was 4 years old, and his heart ached as he unfolded the paper. The note seemed to reach across time, speaking of moments they once shared. It was a bittersweet reminder of her love and the bond they had. As he absorbed her words, he felt a mix of sorrow and nostalgia, realizing how much he had taken for granted. Her message, though simple, was a powerful call to cherish every moment and mend broken ties. It was a lesson in love and loss, urging him to hold on to the memories. When you were just a child, you and your father were involved in a tragic car accident. Sadly, your father didn't survive, and you suffered a severe injury, losing one of your eyes. In the aftermath, I was deeply concerned about how this might affect your life, particularly the possibility of you being bullied or feeling different from other children. My intention was to protect you from any additional pain or hardship. I wanted to ensure you felt supported and loved, shielding you from the harshness of the world as best as I could. It was important to me that you grew up feeling confident and resilient, despite the challenges you faced so early on in life. At school, I wanted to help you feel as normal as possible, so I made a decision that would forever connect us. I gave you my eye, allowing you to see the world through my perspective. This was my way of ensuring that you never felt alone in your journey and always had a piece of me with you. I hope that, through this bond, you would sense my unwavering love and support every step of the way. My greatest wish was for you to embrace life with confidence and strength, knowing you are deeply loved. Thank you for being part of our story. Please subscribe for more heartfelt content and join us on this journey together.